Greetings, 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 my V family all over the world. This is your chief 1 minute early for the Insta Live. Alright, guys, welcome to I think week 50. If I'm not wrong, it's week 50. This is your chief counting down the number of days left before we close an unbelievable year of 2022. All right, born to fly. Guys, I'm so excited because always when it comes closer to the end of the year, all right, I get excited because, think about it. In a few more weeks, 3 more weeks, we are going to go into a brand new year, 2023, which is the most important year for us as an organization because it will be 25 years since the great founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay, made the decision to launch a company that is focused on changing lives, guys. All right. So this is your chief. Sorry for being early and freaking out everyone. I usually am not early. So first, let me do my loving shout outs to Smriti, 1 times 1, 1x1. I think you're the first one to join. Congratulations. Otnil Baski. All right. Rahul. Okay. The one and only Avi. Srikant Amgot. All right. JR Maya, of course, my brother. All right. Always here on Sunday with me. The Guri Core. Amit Official, FM6MA, IQRA, Siamak, my warrior from Africa. Congratulations on your leadership camp, Siamak. I hope you got my video. All right. You're so lucky to have Adli and Devaraj there. Anantu Krishnan, the V Official, Lorraine in the house. Durgesh Kumar, Augustine Anthony. Pony, what's up? All right. Munaf Sheikh. I love the video you did of me, Pony. I'm going to put it on my page also. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Munaf Sheikh, Balaji, Tipa, how are you, dear? Balaji, Gaushilaksh, Chaime, Kumar, Abdul Filali, Kalai in the house, Shihak, Chowdhury, Navina, Kunan, what's up? Vicky Ras, what's up? All right, Merry Christmas, Barnita, Anantu, Mina, Badri Prasad, Munaf Shaikh, Pankaj, Amani Mohanad, Assalamualaikum, Urmila, Amrita, Dahiya, Banaji, Dinchara, okay, Toke, all right, Anil, Bhupesh Karade, Fatima, Vijayar, how are you, Apu? All right. Courier Bazaar, Sunita, Suresh, VFC, Chapster, all right, Oyen Somap, all right, the Ahir Shams, Amrita, Tarunj, Asma, how are you? All right, Rauda, Akil, Sijo, Nisar, BCR, Kaks Baby, Princess Devani, I remember you from Mombasa. All right. Amani Mohammed, Hatim, Amruche, Ajit Singh, Dr. Sandidaram, Rabindra. Okay, greetings. So firstly, Assalamualaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters. Privyat to all my Russian-speaking warriors around the world. Bonjour. All right. To all the French-speaking, unbelievable warriors of Dato Sri Vijay. Salam, marhaba, all right, vigets, hola, namaskaram, namaste, vanakkam, aibowan, apa kabar, all right, sinchao, mekalawa, okay, ni hao ma, all right, good day, mate, to all the Australians, to everyone around the world. Okay, so this is firstly me wishing Merry Christmas, but I'll see you on that Sunday anyway. And then New Year is coming. Let's give you some World Cup updates. Firstly, congratulations to the unbelievable warriors of Morocco. Morocco. Unbelievable. All right. So Morocco, for those of you all not following football, we just finished the quarterfinals. The giants like Portugal are out. The giants like England and Brazil are out. So the semi-finals will be Argentina against Croatia, all right, and Morocco against France. So it'll be very interesting, very, very interesting to see who gets the finals and who picks up the cup. Well, to be honest, I stopped following football after I started networking intensely. I used to be a football fanatic. I'm an Argentina fan from the Diego Maradona days. All right, guys. So I've been loyal to Argentina. No, not for any particular reason. It's just a force of habit. All right. We are on week 50. Please make sure, Ali, what's up? All right. Please make sure that the World Cup does not distract you from Presentación. And if you are going to watch the semi-finals and the finals, all right, watch it with your downlines. Bring everyone together. It's an exciting football. Now, let me tell you the truth. Every World Cup match I watch in absolute silence. There's no volume on my TV and I can't scream and shout because my younger son is 4 months old and we have to be quiet at night so he can sleep. So, can you imagine? All right, I remember the words of Dato Sri Vijay. All right, those who can't hear the music think the dancer is mad or crazy. All right, so if you watch me in my house, if ever I give you access to my security camera one day, I was screaming and jumping, but all in silence. And I thought it would be crazy to watch football without the sound. But you see, the intensity need not be communicated with the sound. I realized that. I watch all matches in absolute silence. Nothing from the TV, no volume on the TV and no volume for me. It was a very interesting, life-changing experience, okay? So, if you're going to watch the World Cup semi-finals and finals, watch it with your downlines, your leaders. There's so much to learn. The despair of defeat, the joy of victory, the teamwork. All the super teams had superstar player. But players don't win a match. The team does. All right. So even if some of the teams had Ronaldo, had Neymar, all right, Kane, all right, Sterling, all this Brazil, Portugal, England. But you see, you cannot win with one superstar. You only can win. You only can achieve financial freedom if you work as a team. Like football, network marketing is teamwork. And then comes to my topic of today. All right. And I was talking to somebody very close to me. And this individual got frustrated because the members of his team, all right, are not meeting his expectation. Okay. Now, the first downfall in life is this word expectation. Most relationships fail, whether it's marriage, brothers, sisters, all right, parent, child, upline, downline, employer, employee. All these relationships ultimately fail or have a breakdown because of this word expectation. Now, expectation is very simple. When we both shake hands and say, we are going on this journey together, like you have done with all your downlines, okay? The first question is, what are you expecting from me? What am I expecting from you? All right? This is so simple, but so profound. It is fundamentally the greatest building block in a relationship, but it's also the greatest cause of destruction in a relationship. It is expectation. All right? So take, for example, me and J.R. Meyer, we are brothers. All right? We built this company with Dato Sri Vijay for 24 years. We work together on a daily basis. And the reason why our relationship has survived for so long, because we understand the expectation from each other. Now, I'm not perfect, he's not perfect. We have let each other down many times in our journey of relationship, but we still have a clear understanding of our expectation from each other. And the ultimate demonstration of loyalty, love, all right, brotherhood or sisterhood, is trying to meet the expectation of the other person, not demanding that person to meet your expectation. Do you understand? So what most leaders do, they demand people that they have a relationship with to meet their expectation. No. I think before you can demand, your first goal, your first purpose of existence in any relationship is to do your best to meet the expectation of the other person. That's how you should start a relationship. That's the paradigm shift that you must apply when you start a journey of any relationship. Upline, downline, boss, employee, brother, sister, husband, wife. You understand? The first thing to make clear is that you need to understand the other person's expectation. And the other person cannot be secretive of their expectation. Now, every Wednesday message, every Instagram live, every time I go on week on stage, or I sit with you one-on-one, counseling, whatever, I make my expectation very clear. I demand you to be the best version of yourself. All right? I expect you, all right, to follow the advice that I give, like consistent presentation, TAT, all right, staying switched on. I expect you to be loyal to the founders, Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. I expect you to be consistent. I expect you to find your dream and keep the dream alive at any cost. I expect you to be a warrior when you face a challenge. I expect you to believe in yourself. All right? I expect you to build a business from your heart and not only your mind. All right? So there is expectation. Now, if you truly love me, if you truly want to express your love to me, then meet my expectation. Or put in 100% effort to meet that expectation. However, if you do not declare the expectation you have from the other person, don't expect the person to read your mind. They cannot read your mind. Alright? Nobody can read your mind. So the mistake a lot of people do, they get disappointed. They come to me and say, that moron is not meeting my expectation. My question to the person, does that moron even know your expectation? If the person does not know your expectation, alright, then how are they supposed to meet it? Alright, so most leaders do not spend enough time, alright, making sure the other person understands their expectation. And this is not a written memo or WhatsApp that you send to people. I have communicated my expectation to you for 24 years in different styles, in different approaches, in different languages, all right, face to face, on my videos, on week on stage, through the trainings, whatever I can, I try my best to consistently declare my expectation of the people around me. And the problem starts is when you don't talk about it. All right? When you don't announce your expectation, the other person will never know. The same way, if tomorrow you get married, all right, and then your wife doesn't do something, okay? No, you have to open the door, or not I lose the Wi-Fi. That's why I left the door open. Love you. All right? For example, if your wife does not meet your expectation and you get upset, or your husband does not meet your expectation, you get upset, that's moronic. All right? I always advise couples, when you start talking about the expectation from each other. Review whether the expectation is unreasonable, reasonable, psychotic. All right? Sit down and talk every night. All right? How are we going on this journey of meeting each other's expectation? As simple as that. Now, the same with upline and downline. All right? When you're dealing with your downlines, you have to make it very clear what your expectations are. So Kunan, the people working for you, Vicky Ras, the people working for you, need to understand what is your expectation from them. Never assume they know. Never assume everyone understands your expectation. That's bullsugar. Never happens. All right? Dato Sri Vijay for 24 years, all right, I try my best to meet his expectation. But I also, all right, have always focused on understanding his expectation of me. Alright, and when I'm unclear, I ask him directly, Ane, what do you expect from me this year, next week, next month? Alright, because that's how you get clarity. That relationship will always lead to frustration when there is no clarity of expectation. Alright, expectations are like terms and conditions of a contract of love, loyalty, relationship. You understand? So you don't get into a contract. You don't get into an agreement or a relationship without understanding the terms of the contract. It will be moronic of you. Are you guys with me? All right. So I realized today that people get frustrated. And when you get frustrated, it affects you. It hurts the other person. Your behavior becomes unpredictable. All right. Then you get upset. You think it's disrespect. You think, And guys, please understand, in this journey of networking, in this journey of life, in this journey in the corporate world, all right, you're dealing with people. You're not dealing with robots. All right, you cannot program your expectation and expect them to meet it for the rest of their lives. They are human. They have good days. They have bad days. They misunderstand you. They get frustrated. They get angry. All right, they think you don't care. All right, most people, the biggest problem I think in this art of relationship management is where you try your best to be understood, but you don't take the effort to understand. All right, it's like when you get angry, somebody is late. All right, so let's say now you have a important meeting and somebody comes 1 hour late. All right, and you straight away attack. All right, you moron, why are you late? Everything was delayed because of you, blah, 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 blah. And then later you find out that person's mother or father was sick and that person took the mother or father to the hospital and sat by their parents' side. How would you feel? So it's always important to try to understand more than the desire for you to be understood. Try to understand, ask questions, seek. So let's say now you have a high-performing downline, all right, and that downline slows down. For whatever reason, the downline slows down. This leads to frustration in you. You start hammering, pushing, all right? And then at one point you give up and you said he's a useless downline. But what you failed to do was when the downline started to slow down, started to show the nature of rebelliousness, disinterest, switching off, immediately you must have an intervention. Invite the person out for coffee. Don't address them in a training. Don't address them in a leaders meeting. Don't humiliate them for the sake of embarrassing them. All right? Straight away call the person bro or sister. Bro and sis sounds a bit weird. So sis, all right, can we meet for coffee? And then you sit down with that person one-on-one. And the first thing you do is to demonstrate care and concern, not anger and frustration. You immediately, all right, demonstrate care and concern. Are you okay? What's wrong? All right, I observe that you are a bit distracted, that your performance is slowing down, that your results is slowing down. Is everything okay? And then listen. All right, now regardless how stupid their excuse is, regardless how childish, immature, naive, stupid, moronic their excuses, doesn't matter, listen first. Because you cannot solve what you don't understand. And you'll be surprised most of this time when you lose the loyalty, focus, dedication of an employee, of a downline, of a family member. The reason is always you, most of the time. And you're so distracted with life that you don't realize that somewhere along the journey you have hurt this person. You have upsetted this person. You have done something wrong. Maybe you didn't demonstrate enough care and love. Maybe you were not there for them when they really needed them. Or you have changed and become an arrogant moron, all right, where you don't care about your people anymore. There can be multiple reasons for this. So always take that person aside. Go for coffee in a cafe. Invite them home for a cup of tea and hear them out. And only when you understand their problem or their challenge, then you try to figure out how you can solve it. And if you cannot solve it, all right, apply Sama, Dana, Peda, Dandam, the 4 levels of relationship management. Counsel your upline, involve your upline or your boss, and try to resolve it. If you don't do this, if husband and wife, maybe you involve your mother-in-law or your dad or your mom or older brother or somebody you mutually respect. I don't know. There are many options. You understand? So that's ultimately what you have to do in a relationship. Because you see, people are human. Nobody can be switched on all the time. Don't compare them to you. Don't compare them to another person. They are not. Two people are not the same. Me and J.R. Meyer are completely different individuals. Japa and Dato Sri Vijay are completely different individuals. You know that. Alright? So when Dato Sri Vijay deals with me and JR, he deals with us differently. Because we are two different people. My challenges are different from JR's challenges. JR's challenges are different from mine. Now, Dato Sri cannot give one answer to fix both challenges. Alright? He always takes his time to understand what is my challenge. Then he provides me a solution. Then he goes to JR, understand his challenge, provide a solution. Then bring us both together and give one lesson where we learn from each other how we manage each other's solutions. Am I making sense, Kalai? You understand? And this is fundamentally important. Now, your downlines are human. They have good days. They have bad days. They want to be loved. Alright? They want to feel important. They want your trust. They want your empowerment. Alright? They are going to make mistakes. This is human nature. I make mistakes until today. Alright? Okay? Dato hammers me. Dato talks to me. Dato advises me. Dato listens to me. And then pray to God that I don't repeat the same mistake again. That's the only thing you can do. You see, you cannot stop people from imperfection. Because that is the nature of humanity. The most beautiful thing about life is that we are vulnerable. We are imperfect. We are flawed. And that is what makes us human. That is what you fall in love with in your life partner. You don't fall in love with the perfection. I hope I'm making sense. You fall in love with the imperfection. Alright? And imperfection can change to perfection with time, dedication, the right environment. You understand? Alright? And this is fundamentally important. So practice this. Don't be fast to be angry or frustrated. Both anger and frustration, alright, is a complete waste of oxygen. You understand? I used to get angry a lot. Now I maybe get angry once a year. I think once a year. Alright? And it's a complete waste. You count every minute you have gotten angry or gotten frustrated because somebody did not meet your expectation. You wasted that minute, that hour, that day of your life. Complete waste. It serves nobody a benefit. Alright, it hurt your family, it hurt the people around you because an angry, frustrated individual is useless as a father, as a mother, as a brother, as a sister, as an upline, as a downline. Are you with me? Alright? So, don't get frustrated. Don't get angry. Try to understand more than to be understood. Accept the fact that all your downlines are imperfect. All your uplines are imperfect. Everyone around you is imperfect. And you got to love them for their imperfection. But if you manage expectation properly, if you truly manage expectation, then you get to solve a lot of challenges. Now I realize over the years, one rule I learned from Dato Sri Vijay, which I practice, and this is the only rule I practice in life. This is a non-negotiable rule. I don't give up on people. I never do. If you know me all these years, alright, I never give up on people. I will be there with them when they're high and flying high. I will also be there in their lowest point. I won't give up on them. I'll try my best to raise them up again because that's how Japa and Dato Sri Vijay trained me. Alright, because they never gave up on me. Even at my lowest point. Even at my most arrogant point of my journeys. They never gave up on me. They never judged me. They never threw me aside. They didn't abandon me. And that's why my loyalty to them is absolute and unconditional. You understand? Because it's easy to get frustrated and give up on people. Abandon them. But if you treat everyone as your brother, as your sister, if you treat every child as your own, how can you give up on them? I will never give up on my children, no matter what they do. I'll never give up on my brothers. Alright? I will never give up on all the leaders that is part of my organization around the world, all of you guys. Do you understand? Don't give up on people. Because if you start giving up on people, one day somebody may give up on you. The fact that nobody has given up on you all these years, then pay it forward. You understand? Pay it forward. This is what my promise to Dato Sri and Japa is. I saw them, all right, never give up on people. Even when that person gave up on themselves, they kept pushing in themselves into that person's life to help raise them. JR has seen this, Adli, David, Arun, all of them have seen this. This is how we choose to live. So, on today's Instagram Live, remember, every relationship you have has to have crystal clear expectation. That expectation must be communicated in every possible way. All right, Brijesh knows this, Sila knows this, everyone knows this. You understand? All right, I remember sharing this with Kavita, Sharfun, Shipra, the ladies, it's all about expectation. If you ask anyone, you ask Ongolo, all right, you ask Zumana, you ask Said Amir, Siamak, you ask anyone around the world, you ask Mohanat, Motas, Yasser, all our leaders, Tobeng, all right, you ask Suraj, okay, you ask these people, they will always tell you. Ask Sachin, ask Dev Advani, all right, ask Nasib, ask Padma, okay, you ask anyone, they will tell you this. Expectation is the most important thing. Talk about your expectation. Communicate it. Listen to the other person's expectation. If that is not communicated by the other person, ask that person. Today, go back, ask your husband or wife, what's your expectation in this relationship? All right? That's it. Ask that question. Because without clarity of expectation, no relationship will last. And that expectation must consistently be reviewed, talked about, all right, audited. You understand? And guys, all right, nobody's perfect. Imperfection is the most beautiful thing. All right? Don't expect people to be perfect. That's moronic. All right? Some people will meet your expectation 80% of the time. That's damn good. 50-50 is the normal. Some people only meet your expectation 20% of the time. Doesn't mean they're bad people. They just go through bad phases of life. So did I. So did everyone. So what? You never give up on your people. Because if you made a promise to them, you see the movies in a wedding vow, in a promise made during wedding, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health. That's what a commitment of a relationship is. You accept that person for better or for worse. You pray there's more better and less worse, but it doesn't always work that way. You understand? And you made a promise to your downlines. You made a promise to your uplines. You made a promise to your husband and wife, your kids, your staff, that you will never, all right, abandon them. This is a promise I've made to you for 24 years on behalf of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay and on behalf of myself. I never give up on people. This is a DNA Dato Sri Vijay has instilled in me from day one. You never give up on your people. All right? That should be a non-negotiable mantra of life. All right? Sati is here. Never give up on your people. Whether it's family, whether it's network, whether it's corporate, whether it's your personal life, just don't give up on people. Because at some point, whether you realize or not, that person was there for you in some form or another. See, we can be many things as people. I tolerate all kind of people. I embrace all kind of people in my life. One kind of person I cannot tolerate is ungrateful. You understand? All right? But even if they are ungrateful, I still don't give up on them. Because it's not about them, it's about me. It's about my integrity, my character, who I am. So Japa and Dato Sri Vijay built me as an upline that will never give up on his people. And that's the only promise I can make to you guys. So I love you guys very much. This is week 50. Don't be distracted by the holidays. Don't be distracted by Christmas or New Year. Celebrate it, but don't be distracted. Stay focused. Don't be distracted by football. All right? Okay? Morocco, I'm praying for you. All right? I love you guys so much. And on behalf of Japa, Dato Sri Vijay, I'm going to say this every Instagram live. Thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for believing in the founders. Thank you for believing in our vision of touching 1 billion hearts. All right? We will never give up on you. Even the day you decide to give up on yourself, I won't allow that to happen. Are you guys with me? So this is your chief saying, I love you, I love you, I love you.